review every speech,
every tweet, statement,
White House events, cabinet meetings, campaign rallies.
really everything he says.
we list all possible factual claims that he has made.
And then we evaluate them, and if they're false or misleading, we add them to our database.
Of course, every president says things that are false or misleading.
Most modern presidents have one big false or misleading claim that is inextricably linked to their time in office.
Well, now you're going to hear the facts from a White House source, and you know my name.
Some are more memorable than others.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
That the Iraqi regime continues to possess and conceal some of the most lethal weapons ever devised.
They'll see that if Americans like their doctor, they will keep their doctor. And if you like your insurance plan, you will keep it.
I've already started building the wall. We built large sections.
But President Trump doesn't just have one. He has nearly 300 claims that he's repeated 3 or more times since taking office, and some of those claims he's repeated literally hundreds of times. Here are the top 3.
So we're building the wall.
It started,
and we started the wall.
It's doing well, including the building of the wall, which we started, but we should build it at one time. President Trump's wall is not being built.
The funding that Congress has approved is for repairs and fencing.
Power of the purse isn't agreeing to it. You can't do it. That's the way the federal government works.
You have to see these trade deals. We were losing a fortune. Hundreds of billions of dollars. We lost $500 billion.
300, 400, 500 billion dollars a year. Billion!
And for years, we were losing a tremendous amount of money.
We're losing a lot of money.
That's false.
It's just a false construct.
Countries don't make or lose money on trade. It's not like a pickpocket situation.
It's the biggest reduction in taxes in the history of this country.
It's the biggest tax cut in American history.
This is the largest tax cut in the history of our country.
The biggest tax cut, biggest reform of all time. That's false.
Trump doesn't even get past what Obama did.
Trump's tax cut is the 8th largest in the last 100 years.
But the claims don't happen in a vacuum. There are trends. Trump made nearly 3 times as many false or misleading claims in his second year than he did in his first. Almost a quarter of these claims were during campaign-style rallies, and nearly a fifth were about immigration. And what Trump talks about fluctuates based on what's happening in the news.
We're doing this in part for the historical record. It is such an unusual situation when you have a president who is constantly saying so many things that are false and misleading.
He's sui generis. He's of his own kind.
But that's what makes it history.
Oh, believe me, if it's off by 1/100%, it's like I end up getting Pinocchios, right?
Because, you know, they say, I'd like to give him a Pinocchio, 4 Pinocchios.
So if there are things that you're curious about or statements that you've heard you want to know if they're right or wrong, check out the link in our description to the full database.